So this is the new Quintana Roo, the PR6, and I'm just going to give a quick overview of the bike and some of the reasons why I'm a big fan of this particular bike for triathletes. Okay, so I'm going to start with the seat post. One of the things I look for in a time trial bike or a triathlon bike, because not all time trial bikes are good for triathlon, and one of the things I'm looking for is the seat post. I'm looking for adjustability. I want to be able to get the rider forward if necessary. Sometimes you want to come forward to open up the hip angle. So you can see here with the seat post, there's an awful lot of adjustability here, and you can change the angle of the seat post from 77 degrees to 83 degrees. So it's got a huge range. Features an ISM saddle out of the box. ISM win the saddle count at Kona every year. Last year, 2,500 competitors racing in Kona and 838 of them on an ISM saddle. If we go behind the saddle, you can see here that we have a QR box. It's a storage box, and again, this is a huge consideration if you're doing half Ironman or Ironman distance racing. Where do I carry my spares? And that's the place to put them. They're nice and hidden from the wind, and you can keep the frame nice and clean. Okay, moving to the front of the bike, you can see again top tube storage. Really easy to access here. There's a double zipper, so you can pull forward or pull back. Plenty of storage room there. The Di2 charger is just sitting in a compartment here, so it's nice and tucked out of the way. At the front of the bike, we have profile design aero bars, so we have the area base bar, and we've got the ergo pads, and these are awesome because just in this pad alone there's 90, that's 90, different fit options. So really smart. These extensions are the 35C. We can also put on 45, 25s or 50 degree extensions. That really is that's really up to the end user, and something that I would look to do in the final fit. Yeah, shifters on the base bar as well as at the end of the extensions. These are synchro shifters. The stem is independent of the base bar. Now, one of the major benefits of that is you can just undo 4 bolts, right? And you can pack this away really easy. So that's again a big consideration for triathlon. Very rarely do you race in your own backyard. You usually have to get on a plane, which means packing the bike away. And that has 2 issues. If the front end's completely integrated, it's really difficult to break down unless you're extremely mechanically minded. And even with those Cycon bags, if you drop the front end of the bike in, you've really got to cross yourself and hope that it's going to get to the other end. In this scenario where we have a front end bike profile design and we've got a base bar, we've got armrests, we've got extensions, we've got an independent stem. If something does break, you can just walk down generally to the expo, the Ironman expo, the triathlon expo, and there'll be somebody selling components that will fit the bike, so you're out of trouble. Or you just go down to a local bike shop. It's really easy to access parts, and if you go to a bike with an integrated front end, you're in big trouble because you've got to go to the manufacturer. Again, just with this stem, this is a Quintana Roo stem, but they come in different lengths, so you can choose the length of the stem, or you can choose that in conjunction with your fitter. With cranks, this is a 165mm crank, but you can choose 165, 170, 172.5. I mean, I'm a fan of shorter cranks, but it's really up to the individual, and that's nice because these bikes are built to order. So you can decide on this huge amount of colours that you can choose from, and different decals. So the bike really looks very striking. These are just some training wheels. The particular client that's going to pick this one up on Thursday will finalise his fit. He's opted for some profile design, 5824 carbon clinchers. So again, really nice bike, triathlon specific. For those of you that don't know, Quintana Roo actually developed the first triathlon bike. The geometry is very similar to that of a Cervelo. I dare say Cervelo probably, I might get myself in trouble here, probably copied Quintana Roo. And of course Cervelo wins the bike count at Kona every year, and there's a reason for that. Their bikes are, I think, specific for triathlon, and these are too. So smart looking bike, you can customize it. really easy to fit someone to these bikes, easy to travel with, and if you do have any issues, easy to find replacement parts. I'm a big fan, and there you go, there's a quick overview.